In the quiet of dawn, when the world is soft with mist, a hidden industry stirs. From towering mounds that breathe to delicate woven hanging homes, animals have become architects of astonishing ingenuity. Today, we will travel the globe to discover 10 nests that challenge our ideas of construction, engineering, community. Each nest tells a story of survival forged through material, design, and cooperation. Wait until we reach number 1. A living skyscraper of soil and fungus that manages temperature with the precision of modern architecture. Prepare to be astonished. Really. In marshes and along quiet shorelines, the great blue heron establishes colonies known as heronries. Enormous assemblages of stick nests clustered high in trees or on islands. Each nest is a crude but capacious platform of sticks, often measuring well over a meter across, assembled painstakingly by both members of a breeding pair. These communal sites concentrate nests into colonies that can include dozens or even hundreds of breeding pairs, creating an unmistakable skyline of interlaced sticks. The colony structure provides safety in numbers. Predators find it harder to approach when many vigilant birds are present, and the presence of multiple nests creates social cues that synchronize breeding. The nesting season is a cacophony of activity. Twig-carrying copulation displays intense territorial calls. Pairs reinforce and reuse nest platforms year after year, adding fresh material each season until some nests assume monumental proportions. Woodpeckers are consummate excavators, chiseling cavities from living trees, from dead trees, with remarkable speed and precision. A single pair will select a vertical substrate, begin systematically removing wood, form a snug chamber the right size for eggs, nestlings. The excavation meets the excavator's immediate needs and creates enduring microhabitats for other species. Once abandoned, these cavities are prime real estate ducks. Tree-nesting parrots, numerous passerines. They also become dens for mammals, martins, squirrels. The woodpecker's investment propagates ecological benefits across taxa, a textbook example of ecosystem engineering. Entrance dimensions are species-specific, optimized for adult movement while minimizing predator access. Inside, cavities can include a nesting cup, wood chips, shredded fibers. Excavation creates microclimates inside trunks, cooler, darker spaces, stabilizes humidity, stabilizes temperature for eggs. Observing these holes is like reading a record of avian engineering, a testament to a single species' transformative power on its habitat. In the open country of South America, the Rufous hornero constructs a compact, domed nest of mud and plant fiber that resembles a miniature clay oven. These ovens are built upon horizontal branches, fence posts, man-made structures. They use a mixture of mud, dung, straw meticulously applied in layers. The result is a hard, brick-like chamber that protects eggs and chicks from predators and the elements. Thick walls buffer temperature swings, creating a stable microclimate inside. During hot days, the chamber remains relatively cool. At night, it retains warmth. This thermal inertia reduces the need for constant parental brooding and protects developing embryos from external temperature extremes. Construction is a biparental effort. Both members collect and knead material, applying it inch by inch until the oven is complete. The nests can persist for many seasons. Abandoned ovens are sometimes reused by other species or serve as territorial markers. A single pair's handiwork can influence nesting opportunities for years. The external silhouette can signal occupancy to rivals and attract mates. Few nests convey grandeur like those of the bald eagle. These massive stick platforms, often perched high in sturdy trees or on sea cliffs, are reused and augmented over many breeding seasons. Pairs return to the same platform and add new material annually, resulting in nests that can reach several meters in diameter and weigh hundreds of kilograms. Measurements from well-studied sites reveal nests exceeding 2 meters across and tipping the scales at over 1,000 kilograms in extreme cases. Such dimensions are a product of decades of accretion. Sticks, moss, grass, soft lining accumulate as the pair refurbishes the platform each spring. The sheer size of the nest is functional. A large platform provides multiple benefits: secure anchorage for growing chicks, space for thermoregulation, sheltering against inclement weather, a stage for complex parental behaviors, feeding, brooding, protection. The prominence of the nest may also signal territory quality to intruding eagles and prospective mates. Eagles demonstrate remarkable site fidelity. Established nests are cultural touchstones within their landscapes. Loss of large trees or disturbance can force pairs to relocate, with implications for breeding success. Conservation efforts that preserve tall, old-growth trees and reduce human interference are therefore critical for maintaining these avian fortresses. In the life cycle of a bald eagle pair, the nest is more than a structure, an emblem of long-term partnership, a repository of seasonal labor, a vertical community center for the next generation of raptors. Beneath the forest floor, leafcutter ants construct intricate underground nests of chambers and tunnels, an engineering feat carried out by millions of tiny workers. These nests house fungus gardens cultivated on chewed-up leaf substrate. The ants feed the fungus. They then harvest specialized fungal structures as their primary food. The symbiosis is a cornerstone of their ecological success. Nest architecture is zoned and highly organized. Chambers dedicated to fungal cultivation are kept clean, maintained at specific humidity and temperature, managed by worker activity and nest ventilation. Brood chambers, refuse dumps, nurseries for larvae, storage vaults for plant material. The scale can be astonishing. Some colonies span hectares and multiple queen lineages. Division of labor is extreme and efficient. Worker castes specialize by size. Smaller workers tend brood. Smaller workers tend fungal gardens. Larger soldiers defend tunnels. Larger soldiers forage on the surface. Foraging trails are highways of biomass transport. Leaf fragments carried overhead in a striking procession. Fragments are rapidly processed at the nest. The colony's architecture facilitates gas exchange and microclimate control. Shafts and chimney-like tunnels permit passive ventilation. Fungal chamber placement buffers environmental fluctuations. The outcome: an agricultural complex built and maintained by insect labor, rivaling human farming. Leafcutter engineering transforms landscapes. Their selective harvesting alters plant community composition and nutrient cycling. These subterranean hubs are not merely nests, but living factories. Social insects achieve ecological dominance through cooperative construction and cultivation. Beavers are architects whose primary material is water itself. By felling trees and assembling lodges and dams, they manipulate hydrology to create stable ponds that provide safe access to food and nesting chambers. Lodges are typically built from interwoven sticks, mud, and vegetation, with interior nesting chambers lined with soft material above the waterline. Dams raise water levels, inundating banks to form ponds that deter predators and allow underwater entry into lodge entrances. The engineering is adaptive. Beavers assess flow, seasonal variation, and substrate to select dam sites. The resulting ponds create wetland habitats that persist long after a single beaver family has moved on, producing lasting ecological benefits. Inside the lodge, the chamber is insulated and dry despite external water, Air exchange occurs through subtle ventilation routes, and the structure's mass buffers temperature extremes. During winter, the pond beneath an ice layer provides access to stored food caches, enabling survival in harsh conditions. The social structure of beaver families supports continuous maintenance and expansion of these constructions. Beyond shelter, beaver engineering enhances biodiversity. Ponds trap sediments, foster aquatic plant growth, refill groundwater, provide habitat for fish, amphibians, and waterfowl. The landscape-level impact of beaver activity can transform stream corridors into mosaic wetland ecosystems, demonstrating how a single species' nesting and feeding behavior reshapes environments. Conservation and reintroduction of beavers have shown rapid ecosystem recovery in many regions. Weaver birds are masters of textile architecture. Using grasses, strips of leaf, fine fibers, males construct intricately woven, hanging nests that dangle from branches like decorative pouches. These structures are not merely homes. They function as courtship displays with complexity and craftsmanship influencing female choice. Construction technique: a weaver anchors strands, forms a looped entrance, weaves successive layers to create a durable, well-sealed chamber. Some species add a downward-pointing entrance tube to deter predators and to reduce exposure to elements. Nests are often suspended over water or at the tips of branches to reduce access by snakes and other predators. In colonial species, multiple nests hang in close proximity, creating a living curtain of woven fabric. Decorative exteriors and sturdy interiors reflect sexual selection and function. Material selection is critical. Pliable fibers allow tight weaving. Tougher components provide structural strength. Over time, nests may be reused, repaired, abandoned, contributing to the colony's visual tapestry. The weaver's work is an intersection of engineering and art. Through repetitive, skilled action, they transform plant matter into complex suspended homes that optimize safety and mating success. Bowerbirds present a unique twist on nest building. Their structures are not for rearing young, but for seduction. Males construct elaborate bowers, meticulously arranged courts of sticks, pillars, cleared display areas adorned with collected objects like shells, berries, colored items. The bower is a stage where males perform, hoping to win a female's favor. Construction styles vary among species. The satin bowerbird builds an avenue-type bower, maypole-type bower, often painting objects, glossing objects, to achieve a preferred hue. Decoration is purposeful. Color preference guides selection. Males sometimes steal items from neighbors to enhance their displays. The aesthetic choices can be astonishing in their consistency and intensity. Females inspect bowers rigorously, evaluating symmetry, decoration, the male's display behavior. The bower's architecture amplifies the male's performance, a carefully curated set piece that demonstrates cognitive ability, resourcefulness, stamina. Unlike nests, no eggs or chicks are raised within. Once mating occurs, the female disperses to build or select a simple nest elsewhere to rear her young. The bower thus stands as an artifact of sexual selection, an architectural advertisement rather than a domicile. Decorative curation employed as an honest signal of fitness, with each twig and trinket playing its part in the theater of courtship. In the arid landscapes of southern Africa, sociable weavers construct enormous communal nests that can house hundreds of individuals across nested apartments. These termite mound-like structures are woven from grass, built around tree branches, built around poles, forming a thermally buffered complex that endures for decades. The colony nest is partitioned into chambers: roosting, breeding, social interaction. Interior temperatures are surprisingly stable. Thick thatch and centrally organized architecture insulate against the desert's diurnal extremes. At night, communal warmth reduces individual energetic costs. Specific breeding chambers offer quieter, protected spaces for raising chicks. Construction and maintenance are collective endeavors. Numerous individuals contribute thatch, forming a continuous repair and expansion cycle, keeps the structure viable through wind, rain, the ravages of time. The resulting communal home is a social hub, a single nest acting as both fortress, village. These nests influence local ecology by providing roosting sites for other species, altering microhabitats in otherwise sparse landscapes. The lifespan of a sociable weaver nest can outlast multiple generations, creating a persistent feature on the savanna skyline, a focal point for species interactions. From individual grass stalks to a complex metropolis of nest chambers, sociality becomes the material from which a village is built. From towering mounds that breathe, these are not mere shelters. They are climate control systems, nurseries, farms, and displays, honed by evolution over millennia. Join me as we examine the scale, the mechanisms, and the behaviors behind these remarkable structures. A living skyscraper of soil and fungus that manages temperature with the precision of modern architecture. Deep inside, fungus gardens convert plant matter into colony food, while brood chambers cradle the next generation. A labyrinth of vents and porous walls harnesses thermal gradients and wind to drive gas exchange. Millions of workers maintain structure, humidity, and airflow minute by minute. The mound buffers extremes, cool days, warm nights, stabilizing the colony's microclimate. Fortified entrances and caste-based defense deter intruders. Across savannas and forests, mounds reshape soils, water infiltration, and plant patterns, creating biodiversity nodes. Fungus-grown food is delivered through intricate social chains, fueling explosive productivity. At the heart, a reproductive engine powers the superorganism. Architects study these living towers to inspire passive cooling in human design. Number 1, for sheer scale, sophistication, and climate mastery. Fungus-growing termites, nature's breathing skyscrapers, proof that elaborate nests can rival the grandest works of human engineering.